Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly. All right, so before I go, I was going to get some subscriber shout outs. So definitely always thankful for subscribers. You guys make this channel work. You make me feel loved and appreciated, and makes me want to continue to work hard to make good quality content for you guys, and to fly well. Now I'm not a CFI. This is only for entertainment purposes only, but you get the drift. All that legal mumbo jumbo. Fly, go away, fly, go away, fly. Been trying to get him out of here for a minute. All right, so want to send subscriber shout outs to 46 Skizzy, Cave 07, 21 Eric Jones, and Eddie Holland. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot to me, and I thank you for showing a brother some love. So anyway, this flight is of course going to be another learning one and another first. And I know you guys get tired of saying, Russ, every time you turn around you talk about you're doing another first. Well, I am, and I know it may seem like kind of weird, but the deal is, think of like being a 16-year-old again when you first got your driver's license. That's kind of who I am, as crazy as that sounds and as monumental as this is as flying an airplane. But that's the reality. So one of the things that you have to do when you do longer cross countries is eventually you have to get fuel. I have never done that. So this is going to be a fuel run in this Cessna 152. So I'm going to fly for a couple hours. This is going to be a longer flight. I'm going to fly a total of 4.5 hours. But the main thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to a smaller airport that only has self-serve fuel, and and that's what I will do. Now, here's the thing. If that fuel pump doesn't work, I had to plan the flight so that I could take back off from that airport and go to another one. So that's all part of the planning. But the bottom line is, hopefully the thing that you will see me do is actually put fuel in this thing, because in order to fly, it needs fuel. In order to come back from this trip, I need to get some fuel. So one way or other, fuel is going to be put in this airplane. So anyway, enough of the talk. Let's get it going. Clear prop. Behind me. Feet on the brakes.
All right, gonna check our brakes. All right, so taxiing out to runway 5. Gonna go up and do my run up. Lots of people today. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over here and do a run up. All right, so everything we saw was a good drop. RPM was a good drop. Suction gauge was between 4 and 5. Throttle's back to 1,000. Okay, so we're ready to go. All right, going up to 4,500. Flying to Bradford County Airport. And we seem to have everything going.
Traffic,
flaps are up. Mixture is full rich. Trim is set for takeoff. Fuel tanks are on. Master is on. Primer is in and locked. All right, I got 05. 05. All right, heels to the floor. Full power. Engine instruments in the green. Oil temp, oil pressure, suction on, look good. Airspeed is alive, and she's ready to fly. Get that nose down, get that speed up. All right, up and away. Doylestown traffic, Cessna 94006. Left crosswind turn out to the north, last call, Doylestown. All right, so I'm turning out on my course. All right, so a little hazy. I'll be climbing out, climbing up to 4,500. And this will be my longest flight. That's why I'll need to get some fuel. I think we're good, nice and lean. All right, we're in cruise mode here. And so, time to settle in and fly. So I am flying to Bradford County Airport. Still in Pennsylvania, but it's definitely gonna be, and I'm doing kind of like a dog leg out, and then, so I'm going to the northwest, and then I'm gonna turn to the west. I'm flying around a Class Charlie I mean, I could fly over it if I wanted to, but I'm not in a hurry. I mean, the whole point is to just enjoy, you know, some time in the saddle. And so right now, I am flying over Phillipsburg, PA. So if you look down there, that's Phillipsburg. So not doing too bad. Ground speed, 111 knots. Not bad in a little 152. Go ahead, girl. Do your thing. So, yeah, so this is going to be my longest flight. And again, it's just about staying on track, staying, you know, nice and level. So hopefully this camera is picking this up, but I want to keep my altitude there and I want to keep my track. And so right now I'm flying almost a north heading. All right, so one of the things that I want to do is while she's humming along, I'm checking everything. I see my oil temp is good, oil pressure is good. I like where my RPMs are.
Departing runway 5 westbound.
I like where my mixture is, that EGT. And I see this line, so I'm running that line for the EGT. Everything is good, and it is smooth. It is really, really smooth. And all of the traffic that I'm seeing, it's all big guys. Here's a United Airlines above me. He's plus 23,000 feet. So traffic not a factor. And so yeah, this is just about building my time, building my confidence. And like I said, I am doing this gas run because at some point I'm going to have to get fuel. Now, this airport that I'm going to is self-serve only. A lot of airports, they have fuel for you. They'll bring out a fuel truck and put fuel in. But I want to be able to put myself in a situation where if I land at an airport that has self-serve, I want to be able to know how to do it. So that's why I am doing this flight and landing at that airport. So see where that is? See, I lost 100 feet. Alright, so just cruising along. I'm gonna get ready to switch my frequencies here. So Bradford CTAF is 123, just like wings. Alright, so now I'm on that. I'm probably gonna hear wings. Alright, so we're just humming along. Alright, so since this is gonna be kind of long and boring right now, I'm gonna turn the cameras off and turn them back on about 10 miles out. Alright, see you on the other side. Alright, so we're about 20 miles out from Bradford County. I'm on my descent. Mixture full rich.
Zulu, turn final, 17 full stop, Hamilton.
Mixture full rich. RP is on. And I'm coming down. TPA is 1730. So we'll make that 17. So that descent is mixed full rich below 3,000. So we're not below 3,000.
Okay, so I actually had to keep this in because it's too funny. And watch my face as I'm listening to the weather report from Bradford County. This was the strangest kind of like automated voice I had ever heard, and I was having such a hard time understanding what the heck this woman was saying. So anyway, check this out. Normally I would cut this out, but this is just too funny.
Bradford County Hohendahl automated weather observation at 1915 Zulu. Visibility 10. Altimeter 301 foot. Weather advisory. Wind 140 at 8 knots. Ceiling view at 20,000. Temperature 15 degrees Celsius. Dew 0.3 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity for 4%. Density, altitude missing. Condensation altitude 6,800 feet.
Alright. So this is always the fun part, looking for the field. Is that it over there? That's the only thing about when you have these farms, have this open area, right? And then you think you see an open area,
What I meant to say is that if you see an open area, you think it'd be easy to see the airport. But then this happened and I got distracted.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, the camera fell down off the window, but you know, couldn't focus on that, had to focus on flying because I'm coming into an airport that I've never landed in before, and so just fly the plane.
Bradford County, Cessna 94006, about 10 miles east of the field, going to be entering a 45 for the left downwind for runway 23, Bradford County. All I know is these little mountains, boy. Definitely testing the brother's skills. Bradford County, Cessna 94006, about 5 miles east of the field, entering 45 downwind, left downwind for runway 23, Bradford County. So one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure I had my fuel in check, just in case I had problems finding this, and I had to fly over the field, because I, as of yet, do not see it. I wonder if it's on the other side, that ridge over there. This is where an instrument approach would be really nice. Alright, so I gotta go over these. So, Susquehanna River. When in doubt, fly the airplane. I think I see it over there. It's down in that hole down there. Alright, carb heat, mixture full rich. Alright, let's turn on our landing light. Alright, I gotta lose some altitude here. Broward County, White Cessna 94006, left downwind for runway 23, Bradford County. This is a tricky approach here.
And if my forward-facing camera didn't look like this, I would show you what I mean, but of course, I gotta fly the airplane.
It's like a valley. I'm not gonna configure yet. I'm gonna take it out, because I don't like these winds.
I was getting tossed around pretty good, and so I just decided, man, I'm gonna extend my downwind and just come back on a longer final. Yeah, I was getting tossed around pretty good down in that valley.
I'm going to extend this out. Watch your speed, coordinate. Bradford County, Cessna 94006, final for runway 23, Bradford County. Alright, put yourself in flap range. First notch of flaps. What's coming down? Blow it up. Our second notch of flaps. This wind is no joke. I'm high, but that's okay. I want to be high here.
And listen to the wind.
And I'm fast.
One of my most challenging landings. This valley is killing me.
Coordinate, Russ, coordinate. Last notch of flaps.
Literally fighting these winds with everything in my being and just trying to make sure I keep the plane coordinated as well. Just listen.
Let her fly, 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 let her fly. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yo, y'all. Oh, that was rough. It's windy up in this joint. Holy smokes. All right, I'm going to get off at Charlie. I think I see the fuel pumps over there. Oh my goodness gracious. That was off the chain. Bradford County, Cessna 94006, clear of runway 23, full stop for fuel, Bradford County. All right, so I think that's the fuel straight ahead. And I'll go down here, and it looks like I can follow this little line. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. Oh. All right, I'll see you on the other side. Gonna do this fuel.
Okay, so this gentleman is helping me since it's the brother's first time doing this. I'll put the wheel chocks in. So this is the fuel tank. I believe this is a grounding wire.
Correct.
And so he's attached it to
Yeah, it could go to your
exhaust.
Or it could go to the tow lugs on there. Fine.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll put these wheel chocks down just for safety.
Yeah.
All right, so
The only trick you got here is you're going to put your card in with the stripe facing left.
okay,
And do you know how many gallons about you're going to use?
I'm probably gonna get maybe about, so took me an hour to get here. I'm overestimating my fuel burn about 6 to 7,
Okay.
so about 14. So I'll probably get at least 10.
Okay. So you don't think you'll use more than 14?
Probably not.
Okay. Because if you select fill up, it'll only bill you for what you put in, but
Okay.
it will put a hold on your card.
Okay,
Right? So if you're going to do maybe no more than 14, I just hit 15.
okay,
And that way it'll bill you for 14 or whatever you put in, and
Okay.
it won't hold for more than 15.
okay. I don't mind if it holds. You know what I mean?
Well, I
So.
think it's a pretty big hold.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because some people can come in here and get hundreds of gallons.
Oh,
I can't quite remember what it is, but it's a pretty big number. It's
Okay.
like a $300 hold if I'm
okay.
remembering this right. So anyway, yeah, so basically you just go ahead, you put your card into the left, pull it out, and then I'll walk you through this. But the only tricky part, because it's going to get noisy,
Okay.
it'll get real noisy, and
Okay.
then you're like, okay, why isn't it pumping? It's not pumping because you got to switch this to on, and then as soon as you're done, you switch it to off. It'll print your receipt right
Okay,
here.
okay, cool. So card in.
Yeah. Once you'll hear the noise, and then you just switch that to on.
Okay,
But most people hear the noise and they think, oh, it's ready to go. And then they get up there and they're like, why is no
What's
fuel
it not
coming
going?
out?
Okay.
So that's why.
okay, cool. And do most people put the ladder over first, or do they? Okay. All right.
And then there'll be some prompts on the screen once you pull your card out.
Okay.
And if you select gallons, then you can just enter 1.5.
Okay.
And then you just keep hitting enter after that. And you'll be good to go.
Gotcha.
And I don't think it's going to ask for phone now.
Enter gallon. So do I hit this button
You
here?
hit button for gallons. Okay, and enter gallons, you want 1.5 at the maximum, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you just hit enter down here. Fuel 100 low lead, 15 gallons, price per gallon $4.66. Confirm. You hit here, it'll authorize, it'll start making the noise for you. I'll pull this out for you and hand it to you.
Okay.
Where are you coming from?
Doylestown.
Oh, okay. You go to Wings often?
Yeah, that's where I did my flight training.
That's why I started by.
Oh, really?
Way back. then.
Yep, that's where I got my license from.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I started there and I moved to Pontiac, Michigan. I finished up there.
Okay.
That was back when Wings was a tiny little.
Like hole in the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I've never done this.
It comes out fast
Oh, I see.
and let off a little before you think you're there because it's going to flow for just a second.
I'll do like 7.5 aside. It's tricky landing in here, boy, I tell you.
Well, you know what? It's tricky finding the place, isn't it?
It was.
The way you came from.
It was.
Because you don't see it until you get over that little ridge there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's probably why your guy sent you this way, because he knows that too.
Yeah. But yeah, each flight I try to challenge myself to do something different. So different airport, different skill set. But I'm definitely glad you came out here though.
Hey, no problem. I mean, the first time folks use this, they use it out of the
Okay.
Therefore, it'll evaporate.
Close. 13.9.
Okay, so
All
when
right.
you hit this, it just kicks your receipt right out here.
Okay, cool.
So that's yours, and then all we do is we just
Reset
flip
it.
that over. And
Okay.
you're good, and you get your ground off. Hey,
And when you're rewinding, you basically just gotta go back and forth to kind of like keep the hose even or whatever.
yeah, because it barely fits on that reel. This is all brand new.
Yeah, it looks brand spanking
They had
new.
a underground tank, and they replaced it with this here about, I don't know, July maybe, I think.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So that's the 100 low lead in Bradford County.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
I appreciate it. All right, so that was it, folks. That was my first fuel. Now, I can't claim that I did it by myself. This gentleman definitely helped the brother out, but but yeah, so it wasn't too hard. There's some tricky stuff. I wouldn't have figured it out on my own, but so anyway, all right, we'll be back in the plane when I come back. So I got back in the plane, and since this video is going a little long, I will make a part 2 for this fuel run. But it was a great experience flying in a valley. Ooh-wee, crazy. But whoever that gentleman is, if you know who that is, tell him Russ Can Fly says thank you so much. You definitely helped a brother out. All right, until next time, Russ Can Fly. I'm out. Peace.